back then the rules of battle, it wasn't an unspoken and unwritten rule. There were real rules, but then as soon as you had to go against the fucking rebels, here in the US, we broke all the rules. So it's like,
all right, troops. Now your first rule of warfare is to shoot the drummer boy. What?
God, shoot the fucking drummer boy. That's
you
the first,
shoot
that's how we
the drummer boy.
YUNKJunk. Are we going? Let's go. Let's do this. I think we're going.
3, 2, 1. Hey guys, what's up? We figured out what this podcast is. It is a way for us to practice stand-up, and we're all going to do the same set, and we're going to work on and craft the set as a team, and we're going to see who does it the best.
Oh, no, definitely. Yes. I'm not doing your guys'
because I think it'll be. Oh, yeah. We're all.
It's all
no.
Set.
The point of this is we build one set list, and we all have to do it.
Yeah, but I actually go up and do it now. I'm, the only hardened, grizzled veteran comedian here.
Oh, you're one time? That's adorable.
No. I got 10 minutes under my belt.
You got 10? What'd you go? 5 times?
No,
Did you go to 5 open mics to get 2 minutes speech?
I did 2 open mics, both 5 minutes.
Who's giving a 5-minute open mic?
Your fucking cousin.
Oh, well, tell her she's wrong.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're building a set list.
Yeah.
Who's got a joke? Let's work on some bits. So
has anybody gone up and done comedy though?
I have.
I've never done it.
Since we developed this plan, not in your life.
Not since we developed this plan, because we never did the set list. We have to build the set list here.
Welcome to my podcast, the only working comedian here. Welcome to the show. I'm your host.
Fuck up.
I guess like we can like pretend that that's our goal. Just setting up Zach's perfect.
Well, no. We're sticking to it because I want to know. I want to see who's got more talent as a comedian and who's a better writer, and one of us will rise, and the rest will support them.
But you guys write jokes for me. I think is going to be the best.
I don't know if you can pull off the more intelligent jokes that we're going to be writing on this show.
Oh, for sure. There's going to be a real depth. I'm certain of.
So, what bits do you guys have?
See, what I realized.
In all seriousness, we should be breaking bits down.
My long comedy career is, it's not, I'm just a storyteller of my life. I'm just talking about me. I tried to do bits for 12 seconds and I was like, nope, that doesn't feel good at all. And it just went to painting a picture of like an wildly unstable, fucked up human being. And that seemed to work pretty good.
Okay. Paint me this picture.
Unstable.
How many pies?
Unstable.
How many pies in the face are we going to be applying to this? No pies? This is comedy. We got to throw a pie.
Are you going to smash any
throw a tomato?
Tomatoes are for booze. Anyway, did you guys write down any bits that we can work out?
I got one.
All right. Let's do it.
So I can't wait. So before you go, I kind of took it as like we're gonna workshop this stuff together.
Yeah.
Right. So I just have ideas written down. They're not solidified jokes at all.
Yeah, we're gonna try and come up with the jokes together.
Premise.
My idea, of course, is basically like a character, but it's like an impression. Okay. It's an impression of a dad asking his son. So it's like back in the day, like during like the Civil War, and he's asking his son to be the drummer boy for his army. And he goes, "Son, I need to talk to you. We're gonna need you to go out there and be the drummer boy for us. It's the greatest honor a boy could have these days. No, you don't have to worry. It's an unspoken rule. No shooting the drummer boy. It's not written down. But it's unspoken. So most of the people, they do it. They follow the rules. And there might be some bullets whizzing by your head, whizzing by your legs. And I guess you're asking yourself, are you going to get shot? Yeah, you're going to get shot. Okay? You're going to get shot. I mean, let's face it. you're basically standing in between two groups of people shooting at each other. So yeah, you're gonna get shot. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you, kid. And does it hurt? Yeah, it hurts. It hurts so much. It hurts so much. And I don't know how to finish it. There's like two directions.
Did we start it?
Yeah.
So wait, so was that Civil War?
So are we in the
No,
impression of the
That was
dad?
very Civil War.
Like, is one of the
Yes.
other people like the kid? Like, yeah,
Because-
I'm gonna go be the drummer boy, Dad.
Yeah,
Because you could flip it, and you could be like, you could even add to it if you find out because that's Civil War, and then you're like, but here's the same conversation that a redcoat had with his son in the Revolutionary War. Like they're back then the rules of battle, it wasn't an unspoken and unwritten rule. There were real rules, but then as soon as you had to go against the fucking rebels, here in the US, we broke all the rules. So it's like you come from a long line of drummer boys. Like, I've come from a long line of drummer boys. I'm very proud of my role. And then here comes, we've heard a lot about George Washington. Oh my God! Oh, I'm the drummer boy.
Stop shooting!
Coming out.
Yeah.
They shot the drummer boy.
All right, troops. Now your first rule of warfare is to shoot the drummer boy. What?
Guys, shoot the fucking drummer boy. That's
You
the first.
shoot
That's how we
the
let 'em
drummer
know.
boy. No. The dad
that's
is
the-
also training the troops. The dad's the general. So he's
I
like,
think it's-
son,
that's-
you're going to be the drummer boy. He turns around. Now, rule number 1, shoot the drummer boy.
First thing you let
what's
these redcoats do to let them know you're not fucking around is you shoot the drummer boy right away.
Dad, you said I'd be safe. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Yeah. Now listen, you got to shoot the drummer boy.
We got to strike some fear into these redcoats. Go straight for the little boy. And no, son, you
How
don't
about
get a gun. I'm sorry.
Dad, why? How come everyone else has a uniform, but I'm wearing a shirt with a target on it? Like a literal bullseye.
It's cool looking. It's really cool. You look cool, son. It's the greatest honor a boy
I think
could
you got
achieve.
something there.
Yeah, I think the funniest is what makes Luke funny all the time is like it's the lack of joke. It's the awkwardness within the joke, and I think it'd just be funny if you just kept expanding the direction you're going. And yeah, do we have medical practices that are sterile and sure? No, we're gonna dig inside you. We'll get that bullet out, and you might be asking yourself, why are we fighting this war? And then just go into like the politics of the Civil War. Is this a fair union? Do I want democracy? I don't know. But I think the joke just like never making the joke and just digging deeper and deeper down the rabbit.
And you
is
gotta end it by
slavery bad?
saying,
Yeah,
You
I
end it
don't
by
know where we stand on slavery in general.
you could just as far as the crowd keeps reacting, and then you can just end it being by like, so anyway, what else? That classic stand-up. What else?
Yeah, slowly walk out of it, But the premise is very funny, and I think the humor is just like keep going, and the more specific and like
I like
even
that.
like if you could wiki like the political temperature at the time and information, where he's like, oh, he actually knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, show that, do some research.
It's really funny.
Yeah.
Well, at the time, the economy was torn in two. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. no,
General
that's good.
Robert E. Lee believes in drummer boys.
He was a drummer boy himself.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Did you watch Kevin
Best
James?
goddamn drum boy I have seen.
Luke, did you
It's
watch
just-
Kevin James?
Hawk Tour. That's how Hawk Tour started. She's related. She's actually, I don't know where I'm going to
You
try
got
to
to
go.
pull out that drum and spit on that thing.
Yeah, I think we know what side of Civil War Hawk Tour was on.
Her family, for sure.
She was pro
Yeah.
slavery.
She was pro-civil. Or
Pro-civil?
He's anti.
Big fan of the Civil War.
Yeah, I saw some of Kevin James's new stand-up, and I'm not saying you stole this material, but he does 10 minutes on Drummer Boy.
No.
Was he?
Swear to God.
Well, I remember the old Dane Cook joke about the flute.
He does flute. He does Drummer Boy.
Well, then Dane Cook did the flute one way back in the day.
Oh, really? Yeah. I know there's like a very unspoken rule of no stealing jokes in comedy, but in every art form besides comedy, it's so highly encouraged. Steal from the best. Blah, blah, blah. Steal, steal, steal. And yet, there's one art form, if you steal, you're like a fucking martyr. And I want to change that.
Good artists imitate.
You're pro stealing jokes.
I want to bring back stealing in stand-up comedy.
Carlos Mencia himself.
That would be funny if you took like the most popular stand-up joke ever and like kind of start saying it and like.
But you do it better. You just tweak it a little.
Black people and there's.
Yeah,
black people do this.
If you're doing a Chris Rock bit, acting like no idea.
So I actually wrote down the start of a joke that is Civil War based. So Luke goes to Civil War, and I just jotted this down because people were talking about Civil War today. Like if Trump got shot, there would be a Civil War. Everybody's talking about Civil War. I'm more concerned.
Did he get shot?
Well, he got shot in the ear, like in the face. If he took him out, it would have been a Civil War, I'm sure.
From a fucking BB gun.
But regardless, everybody's talking about the Civil War. I'm more concerned with the Civil War between white women and Latinas. Because, ladies, they coming for yo man. Because white guys know that ESL means DSL.
What ESL?
ESL is English as a second language.
Okay, it means DSL.
Dick is the second language.
ESL equals DSL. I could use that. I got some.
That's
right?
I could use that. So I did.
Where do we go?
I stole.
You have to preface it by explaining the ESL because no one's gonna know.
No.
You gotta have a joke about ESL first.
Not in LA.
I think they'll get it.
Wherever there's a lot of Mexicans, they'll get ESL.
Because I've been seeing a Mexican girl. Terry actually met her.
She's Mexican?
A lot of enough. I call her Mexican. And she was a big chunk of like my material of how I can't break up with anybody. I don't know how to break up with people. And I tried. And she ended up, we ended up having sex. And she actually drove me to the open mic. Is how it ended. But I stole, speaking of stealing, because I'm trying to bring stealing back, I took the Mitch Hedberg joke and I turned it into I was like, I don't have a girlfriend. I just know a Mexican chick that I work with who's married and has a baby who would fucking stab me if she heard me tell this joke.
Yep. That is straight up stealing. Would you like to hear the original version of that joke, guys? Do you know it?
I know the original version.
Today.
I don't have a girlfriend, but I know a girl who'd get really upset if she heard me tell this joke.
Okay. That's not, I mean.
It should have been on the original version.
Which,
I don't know.
I think that's fair game. It's a great premise. And like I said, I'm bringing back stealing. I'm anti-civil.
We should hear the original version.
We just said it. But I mean, he says it like he's wearing sunglasses. And it's like, I don't have a girlfriend. I just know a girl that will get very upset if she heard me say that. That's the original joke.
If she heard me say that. That's not bad, Mitch Hedberg. That's not terrible.
Well, I mean, it's classic stoned heroin and man.
Yeah. He was the best, man.
Hey, man. Yeah. All right. What's the next bit? Or how can we make that one? ESL, DSL. How can we keep working on that? Because
I want to do
Latinas
a bit
versus whites.
Yeah, because I would want to do a bit of like the older I get, I'm over white women. I'm like, the older I get, the less attracted I am to white women. I'm over white women. I've done all I can do with white women, and I'm over it. But I don't really have a joke for it yet. They just kind of suck. It's a joke.
No, I mean, it's a good premise.
White women ruin everything is definitely a good place to go.
Yeah, because they're easy to attack right now.
No, we're always. You can. I mean, I'm 250 pounds. I can attack a white woman whenever I want.
There you go. You could use that. You could use that.
Yeah.
White,
You'd be like, look, and I know white women are easy. They're easy to attack right now, but well, actually, now that I think of it, they've always been pretty easy to attack.
Yeah, there you
go. Physically,
I'm not saying I would do it. I'm just saying if a white woman is standing between me and what I want.
That's not even. Then you could go off on a tangent and be like, well, actually, let's break this down. Like, which form of woman would be the hardest to attack?
Well, a trans woman.
Okay, so
trans woman.
I'm just physically that would be the hardest to attack.
That is true.
I guess the form of woman that is formerly a man, they probably beat the shit out of me.
So, okay, granted. What's number 2?
Because I can't fight.
All right, remove that from the list. Number 2, maybe any type of woman that knows karate or martial arts, Chinese, Japanese.
But no, but
they don't just naturally know it.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
This is also wait. This is assuming we're attacking them with just our fists and not our words.
We're workshopping a joke, right? We're not just shooting the shit.
Yeah, we know.
Get there.
What are you doing?
Thanks, man.
Cool. Is there someone behind the camera? Who are you talking to?
I think yes. All Asians know karate. Duh.
Karate.
But I don't know. I still think I could beat them up. So like,
they're little. If you get a hold of them.
As a rule, I don't engage combat with Samoans.
Yeah, that's pretty
You
good.
never attack a Samoan.
Especially because they're going to do their little fucking victory dance after, and that's so annoying.
You're thinking of...
If they haka, if you get beat up by a woman and then they haka on you, hakatua.
And we're back.
She's Samoan?
Is Hakatua Samoan?
No, but you know what? We have to find every culture's Hakatua.
She came up with Hakatua because of a foreign exchange student that her family had when she was in high school, who did the haka. And her name was, she was Manti Tua's cousin.
But no, his fake girlfriend.
Yes. Yeah. Well, we need to be taking notes here. We're just all over the place, but we got some good stuff.
We're recording, so we're getting it.
So, I wish we were recording.
Someone's going to show up to an open mic and do the exact same set that Zach's going to do because they watch the show.
Yeah.
That would be even better. That would make it more.
It's going to be your editor. It's going to be your editor is just fucking ripping our butts, just crushing it in Philly open mics. Don't you fucking dare, Dylan, or whoever you are now.
It's Ethan.
Fucking Ethan. I'll find you.
So, Hakatua.
Zach, you just said you want to bring back stealing jokes. So,
yeah, but
you get what you serve.
Fair
Not
enough.
ours.
God, I gotta be a man of my word.
So I just, joke 2 was about attacking women.
Joke
so, not
we went
best.
straight into it.
We went from little drummer boy to.
I know it's not. We can't really attack women right now,
but it would be easy. I'm just saying it wouldn't be hard.
Like, why are we sending boys out there to be drummer boys? Like, we should just send women out there. If we're not allowed to fight the women,
let's not tie those together.
No, we made it there because he's talking about a Civil War drummer. I'm talking about the Civil War between white women and Latinas.
Oh wow, you could bring it back.
Like, we did it.
This brings me back to my drummer boy conversation earlier. Dilemma. We never really got to the end of this. You know what would have solved all?
Let's start sending our boys out there because they turn out to be men who fight in war. So like,
no one's gonna shoot the drummer girl. Do you call it drummer girl or drummer lady? Drummer lady?
Yeah,
Or are you gonna,
let's be.
you're not gonna send a little drummer girl.
I mean, you should, because no one's gonna shoot her.
No one will shoot. Yeah. Then they'd be like, pause, game off, battle off.
Whoa. Yeah.
But is that sexist? You know what? It would be sexist not to shoot her.
Yeah, right? Should I like
because the British have a drummer boy and we have a drummer girl? Is that what you're saying?
No. Our drummer boy would kick that British drummer girl's ass. And it would be, if you think about it, like, I just like to think of those Boston Tea Party guys.
Which side?
Not the British ones, but just like a bunch of drunk Boston guys just yelling at you, fuck you and your tea.
Yeah, why hasn't anybody made that movie?
What would it be? A bunch of guys on, yo, we're going on this fucking boat.
Yeah, no,
we're dumping all the tea.
I think we should make that movie. We should write Munich, but it's the Boston Tea Party instead of Munich. And it's just a bunch of dudes. We get Matt Damon, Affleck.
Right out the gate. They're going to love the script.
All Boston accents, like strong.
Yeah. And they're all just wasted, and it's the night, and you do the historical rewriting like Tarantino. You change history as the Boston Tea
Party. Great idea.
Fuck you and your white wigs.
Are they going to be dressed like? Are they going to be? Is it all going to be? Is it going to be modern garb, or is it going to be like the old school?
No, old school.
Because it might be.
But Bill Burr.
But they're just like
Bill
a bunch
Burr's
of
just talking like Bill Burr.
And actually followed through with it. Yes, Bill Burr's there. Yeah. Bill Burr's there for sure.
You know what it is? It's the Always Sunny episode in the past where they still talk modern, but
they mix it up.
Set in the past.
You can tell they like it, it's like a play almost.
Yeah. Actually, I think that's fucking brilliant. I genuinely think that's a genius movie. I
think that's a great idea, Zach.
So I've always had this idea though. This would be cool to make the sequel first. And the sequel's set in modern times, and it's just called Boston Tea Party 2. And it's a bunch of modern guys doing it in now. like they work for a bank or something, and the bank is a British bank, and they just throw another Boston Tea Party, and it's called Boston Tea Party 2. And it's the four of us on a boat, on a fucking swan boat, just dumping tea into the harbor.
And then people in the crowd is like, where the fuck is number one? What happened? We all know what happened in the first movie. So
it's the same exact plot, but just with different clothes on.
Yeah. Boston Tea Party 2.
The prequel. And then Boston Tea Party 1 is the same thing, or just wearing old school clothes.
But literally, because it's a prequel sequel, we call it Boston Tea Party 1. Like, I've never seen a movie that ends in the number 1. This would be it.
Yeah. Okay.
The Boston Tea Party 2. The party ain't over.
But it's like PAHTY party.
After the party is the after party.
This party ain't got started yet.
We got to get a hold of Bill Burr.
I can't even believe all this tea.
I'll probably see him too. Me and Bill run in the same kind of comedy circles these days.
Well, now that you got ESL equals DSL, that's your ticket to the fucking
For
medium.
sure.
It's probably your ticket to the middle.
Kind of women.
I like.
I think we need some BDE.
Big dick energy.
Oh yeah.
What does that have to do with Latina women?
You need it.
Just like
Gotta
a whole
have
bunch of acronyms. Just go through all the acronyms. Like
YSL.
I'm less impressed with ESL and more impressed with DSL. I'm less.
You ever heard of the
with
NBA?
NBA.
Less impressed with
National
the NBA.
Basketball Association.
Bum. All right,
NBC.
I got a bit.
Hang on, I want to hear more of.
Huh? It's a
What
thing.
are these called? What are these called when it's like letters that stand for something?
Acronym.
Acronym. Whoa,
Yeah.
there we go. Cole
Soccer.
could host a show called Hackronyms where he just does hacky acronyms.
You ever heard of hey, you ever heard of the MLS, motherfucker?
Nope.
Moms that love sucking. No, you thought it was
Hey, and we're back to the Latina chicks. Yeah.
MLS, DSL, DLS, ELS.
LOL.
Hey, I got a question. What are these ladies doing with them DSLs when they're not going down on this Johnson righty? Probably yapping.
That's a bad joke.
You can't do that, man.
That's the point of this. I'm trying to get to the good stuff.
The thing.
All right, I got something.
What you
written
doing with
down
these big lips, man?
What
I
you
just
got?
got a bunch of drummer boy stuff. I got a bunch of drummer boy material, guys.
All right, can I go with just my notes and we can try to shape a joke?
Stay loose.
Stay fucking loose.
So I was eavesdropping in a conversation and I overheard somebody call Donald Trump a faggot. and I had to speak up. I had to stand up and say, "Hey, come on, guys. I don't mean to eavesdrop, but like, don't use that word. What are you, a fucking Trump supporter? No, man. But like, you just come on. You can't use that word. We're not there anymore, right? We're done." So that's just the preface that I had. It's a funny dichotomy to like
Do you defend?
for someone to, right? Okay.
Are you anti-civil or are you pro-civil? Trump.
I'm pro-civil. So then I want to somehow connect it to my frustration with the way that people say the word eavesdropping. They say it as eavesdropping.
No, they don't.
I started by saying I would.
Come again?
So many people say eavesdropping instead of eavesdrop.
Yeah.
That's an easy drop.
I want to come up with a finish to the joke about me eavesdropping and overhearing somebody call Trump a faggot and me sticking up for, like, say, "Hey man, don't use that word." Like, and it seems like I'm sticking up for Trump, but like, no, like Trump still is. And then I'll call him some other word that then they'll be like, "Oh, but you could say that." I don't know where it's going to go, but anyway, I'm going to finish that joke and then be like, by the way, which reminds me, like, eavesdropping. Why do people say eavesdropping when it's really eavesdropping? You know, what would the physical action of eavesdropping be? Or like, what would
I've never
I don't know, do I have anything?
Like dropping an easel.
Eavesdropping.
Ease with the letter E.
So
Eve-
that's where I was thinking at first. You're using a word and you're dropping the letter E, like
Eavesdropping. So like
eavesdropping.
Like you're doing it easily?
with ease. No, I like the idea. I like the idea of a
What's an
super
E?
liberal person, like a real like far left person.
Wait, Zach, are you for the first time finding out it's eavesdropping and not eavesdropping?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
You motherfucker. So you're like the person that I'm talking about.
Yeah. I don't. What it? You know.
Zach, why would you use that language?
Because I don't know what an eve is.
Maybe it's a person.
What do you mean? You don't know Christmas Eve?
Oh no, that's not how it's used in this.
Yes, it is, because you're hearing something. No, you're hearing something before they want to tell you. So on the
That's
eve
not
of you getting that information, you're dropping in.
Yeah. No, an eave is like a balcony or something, and it's when you listen underneath an eave secretly.
Oh,
What?
You know.
that's where it comes from.
Nah, it's Christmas Eve.
Yeah,
Oh, it's EAVE.
Yeah.
Eve.
Which,
You know what? You know who's really Christmas Eve dropping? Santa. Presents down the chimney.
I thought it was utmost respect for like the longest time.
Utmost.
Yeah. What's an ut? What is a fucking ut?
Utmost.
I also thought it was it's ut, but I don't know what an ut
Yeah,
is.
utmost.
Another one that you had that pissed me off years ago was awkward. Awkward.
I still hate that he says waiting online instead of waiting in line. You're in a line.
Shut up.
You're not on the line. You're in a line.
Nobody says that.
If you're on the line, you're like, hang on, I'm on the line. I'm on the other line.
Is it one? Here's one that always gets me. Is it? I always thought it was once so ever instead of what
whatsoever.
Yeah.
Once so.
Yeah, that doesn't make
Okay,
sense.
so this actually this line of
Twice so ever.
Yeah, I was gonna go off on eavesdropping, and then I had a note to go off on people that say out of balance
Instead
when you're
of
out
what?
of bounds.
Out of bounds?
Like out of pocket.
Never out of balance.
I remember
balance.
that. Out of balance.
People still
would
say it.
that. Yeah.
That's not a thing. I don't think.
I don't know.
Oh,
This
yes.
is very. I feel like this
All
is
right, let me
very
go to my notes.
Seinfeld.
There's another one like nip it in the bud.
But
Like a
Yeah.
flower.
Yes, I
Nip.
thought it was butt. Like everybody, I thought it was butt.
Like
for the
nipples and butt.
longest time.
Nipple.
And then I heard a
marinara.
funny comeback to that when someone's like, "It's bud." And he's like, "I'll nip whatever the fuck I want."
So I wrote this down. The news needs to let us know during shootings if it's a dirtbag and a whore before reporting. Like if it's just a dirtbag and a whore in a fight, that's not news. That's normal.
That's not new to me.
That's not newsworthy.
Yeah.
Terry, I think
They
that
need to be
should
qualified.
your-
Where did they go to school? You know,
that
what are
should be
their
your approach.
a
It's just
dirtbag and a whore. That's the two most important parts
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
that whole thing.
because I don't need the
Dirtbag.
dirtbag down low.
But dirtbag
So then we can get into- now
In
we
other
need
news-
to change. We need to change the way that newscasters are allowed to speak and deliver us the news. You know, they should be allowed to tell us whether it was a dirtbag and a whore.
And that anchor should be from that community.
Yeah.
So listen,
Yeah, I mean-
he was just a. We all knew him. He was just a
Today,
fucking. And
A real
she was-
scumbag stabbed a slut. In other news,
Yeah, they're gonna speak through that newscaster voice.
in other news,
I like that. Yeah, because
Another-
like they did something.
Well,
really
it turns
bad,
out
so,
most crime is committed by dirtbags and whores. More at 11.
more than
Breaking news.
Wait, I like the idea of Luke as a reporter who has no idea what the story is, but he was like sent there last minute and has to figure it out on the fly what the story is. Hey guys, I'm at the corner of shit.
was it here?
What happened here? Hey,
Tell me. Hey, come
something
here. Come
happened
over here.
here. I have cameras.
Oh, it was a dirtbag. So it was a dirtbag. So that's confirmed. Yeah, no,
Another
so
dirtbag.
it's fine. I could say dirtbag. They did some really bad stuff. So, okay, yeah.
So this drummer
Back
boy.
To you.
Is this drummer boy stuff? Because I can do that for sure.
Drumline
every
is the
story.
modern age retelling of what it means to be a drummer boy.
It's like Charlie. It's like Charlie, and It's Always Sunny. It was like bird law. Like Luke, he's a newscaster. He's a news on the street reporter, but it's like, fuck, it's not. There's no drummer. This is not drummer boy related. Shit. All right.
Did they come
Because
with a long letter?
if this is a drummer boy story, then like I could deliver the best story.
All right,
You know?
Zach, do you have anything? Any notes?
I just keep thinking about like 6 hammer dudes trying to break onto a fucking British ship, and they all just die. Like they don't accomplish it
So-
at all.
When I got to the LA airport, I apparently wrote down gay TSA agents. You have TS gay here?
Yeah. So
Something there. Something there. I remember I walked in, I get off the airplane, I'm going through security. I look to the left, and there is a security guard with perfect hair and a perfectly manicured beard. And then I heard
The
someone
first thing I
ask him a
thought of-
question. He was like, "Oh, it's over there, honey." And I was like, "Oh my God, I got to write this down. This is hilarious."
Terry,
There's something
I
there.
guarantee you, SNL did a skit on this. I know it for a fact. I know it. I don't remember when or who was in it, but I know I saw it. SNL did a skit with gay TSA.
Here we go.
kinda-
Remember, if she's not married by 35, she will not be grossed out by your non-working penis. Random note.
So dudes, if your dick isn't working, you know where to go. You know where to look. You don't have to worry. But don't go to a girl that
you're like really trying to get the audience to buy in and also admit they have a non-working penis. Like that's half of the, but like, come on, guys, you know when like it doesn't work. You know what I mean? You know,
I really
make some noise. It doesn't work.
Make some noise. Make some noise if your dick doesn't work.
I think I heard one. Did you?
So when your dick doesn't work?
Ladies, make some noise for your man if his dick doesn't work sometimes.
Yeah.
Every
night. Louder cheer.
See?
I like the idea of TS gay. If like you go, so there's TSA where they do this, but over here at TS gay, instead of what's it called when you go through like the metal detector and you can see your bones?
Here at TS gay, you have to take your shoes off because ew.
Yeah, because
and you see your bones.
X-ray.
You see your bones.
My caffeine is wearing off. I'm losing it.
I did on the second set. So I went up with Terry's cousin Erin hosted, and she was really funny, the most polished. And like it was a room of 15 people, and 12 of them are people waiting to do the open mic. So everybody's just a fucking comedian, anyways, which is a weird environment to do comedy.
Oh yeah.
And there was like 3 people who clearly been doing it for a while and really good, or pretty good, and then the rest were just dog shit first timers like me. And I got so lucky that the guy before me fucking bombed to like complete silence and just wanted to make jokes about how his dick doesn't get hard anymore from hand jobs.
Was it me? I'm the guy who does the dick don't work jokes.
And so I wanted.
I love that idea. Are you stealing my bit? Because my dick, I'm the one whose dick doesn't work.
You're in the crowd.
Hey!
That's my bit. Who told you?
That is from a real personal experience. There's no way you could have known about it.
I thought I was the only guy whose dick didn't work.
The immediate and obvious thing, everyone who did like some sort of like fucked up or boundary pushing or like racist or just like disgusting joke, no laughs, like nothing.
I've heard about that these days. You can't do that. You just can't.
No, it wasn't that because the audience is comedians. You know what I mean? I don't think it was that they were offended by any means. It's just like, I think you have to earn those jokes. I think you have to earn the ability, and those people have to be aware that, like, 1, this isn't your whole shtick, and 2, you don't really believe those things. So I immediately was just like crossing everything out in my mind. That was like disgusting.
All I have is a racist Indian impression that I do on every podcast.
Yeah. So immediately I was coming out hot with Indian stuff. And I threw it all away because literally nobody. And I went up and I was like, nobody gets a fucking hard on from a hand job, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, but here's the real question. How come .com never took off? Shouldn't all porn websites be .com?
That's good. Speaking of soft dicks.
There's got to be one .com out there. Are you telling me?
Why aren't all of them .com?
Is it like a technical thing? The website
you gotta say like
instead of a U? I'm not buying it.
.cum. Like
you gotta say like that sounds like Clinton's government to me.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't think I was gonna get political, did you?
Well, bluedress.com is blowing the story.
.com? You're telling me that wouldn't have blown up?
Hey, at newsweek.com, we don't just blow the story wide open. We blow your asshole wide open.
And then immediately like go to your phone, like, what else? What else?
I don't. Also, that's another thing.
Dude,
People
that's
looking
so
at their
meta.
joke, it looks stupid as hell, and I refuse to bring the phone up there.
Yeah. Even you got. I mean,
It
you're
looks
going
bad.
before. Just like how many, like how dedicated are you? You got to fucking practice it and like
No.
memorize it.
And nobody seems to be committing their comedy to helping themselves get laid, which I think is going to be my lane.
And remember, if they aren't down for hookers and blow, they gotta go. These are just fun catchphrases.
Hey, you're on fire. I
If
like
she don't
these.
hawk to her, don't talk to her. Remember, if they aren't down for hookers and blow, they gotta go.
Gotta go.
Gotta
Stay with
go.
me, folks.
Yeah, just Terry. That would be your
That's my
your
catchphrase.
stand up.
That's my
And that's
lane. My
just
lane is
all-
hookers and blow.
Yeah.
No, if she don't
One
talk
liner.
to her, don't talk to her. Am I right, fellas? Come on.
No, I would want to be one of those comics that like says a word like a catchphrase, like cheeseburger. You know,
Well, you look like more of a hot dog guy to me.
There's a landslide.
Who wants a spicy wiener? Yeah, you should do that. See, what I'm realizing also is like the hardest choice was stylistically, like what type of comedian do I want to be or express myself as, or do I pull off? And I think the four of us are all very different stylistically.
Yeah. But we're all going to get up there and we all got to do open mics once a week.
We should. I'll record. I'll have somebody record it so I can play some audio.
I thought we were gonna do once a month, like once after every 4 episodes. Where
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Come up with
Oh, well.
But
I'm
once you
going-
get the bug, man, the bite.
You-
we're all gonna
It's so true.
use each other's like jokes, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. I'm going to use the beating up white women thing for sure. I like that.
You can add this. The razor bumps around your vag are disgusting, and I can see them when you wear a bikini. Kill yourself.
Hey, I gotta say something.
Hey,
ladies.
everyone notices.
I'm sorry. Yeah, like that's the first line. That's your. I just want to come in hot. There's something I need to say. The razor bumps.
That's great.
I got something I need to
I'm gonna come in hot, but I gotta say it. Been thinking it for a while.
Everyone can see it.
Yeah. Take that razor and put it to your fucking jugular.
Can I just say something that's been bugging me for a long time? I'm not even a fucking comedian, but this is an open mic, open forum, right?
I came here just to say this
all
one
that stuff
fucking
going
thing.
down there.
I said the same thing at the acoustic guitar event down the street. Okay, I'm finding every platform and blasting this out, ladies.
Oh, that's really funny. I just screamed this in a Guitar Center and left.
They were laughing. They all agreed at the Guitar Center. That's good. I
Don't
like
switch
it.
up on me now. The dudes at Guitar Center love this bit.
Yeah. Stop using your.
That could be an
boyfriend's-
ongoing thing that you say after every joke. The guys at Guitar Center loved this.
Yeah.
Tony
that's-
at the Guitar Center.
You got to take
like
this one
that.
back to Guitar Center.
And one of us is a plant in the audience. I work at Guitar Center. I've never seen you before. I don't know what you're talking about.
It was really hard for me to repeat jokes the second time. I felt so like, and it's a me like just personal thing, especially probably from acting. But like going to say the same exact joke felt like I was like crippled. It like wouldn't come out of me, and I did completely different stuff the second time.
Hey,
Which,
that's
if you
good.
want to be a comedian, probably got to repeat a joke or two. I think.
Yeah, you do. And you have to like have no shame when it comes to
It
that.
sounds like you're workshopping a joke.
Yeah, you have to shamelessly repeat
But
jokes.
I know, but there was just something about like it felt so unauthentic, and I think that's what stand-up comedy might really come down to is like how well can I tell and frame inauthentic?
Oh yeah, it's an act. It's an act.
Yeah, how well can I frame and pitch this thing I've said 1,000 fucking times and make it feel like the first
But
time?
yeah. Well, that's why you shouldn't be reading. I mean,
like
if you want to
time.
you're trying different jokes, you're workshopping in front of people. But I truly believe in cut out words and dude, I practiced my drummer boy thing so many freaking times, and I had different sentences. Hey, I'm proud of it. I'm proud
I've
of
been
it.
doing boy all week to my wife and daughter.
Yeah, I actually have.
You guys got to go do it. It's the most fun thing in the world. I partied like I headlined Madison Square Garden that night. Like I went full Jim or John Belushi, probably either one.
Nice.
And then I had to do it again.
But I have to go because I am hosting a party. So
Yeah,
6
and
o'clock.
it's 6 o'clock, so we got to wrap this shit up because we're professionals now.
You should try out your drummer boy bit at the party.
Yeah.
Oh, I will. I'm gonna do the
and just
the razor
flip
bumps
out about razor bumps on some unsuspecting chick.
I am.
That could lead into the attacking.
I like leading.
No. I don't attack women for real, but there is this one thing.
Yeah.
And come.
You have a bump pubic area.
I'm actually excited to watch this one back because there's some stuff. I think there's a transcript being made too, so all the bits are there.
Yeah, send it because I was just gonna ask, how are we gonna put this together? Come up with our favorite, and then
we gotta pick it apart.
You can watch the show.
Yeah,
rewatch. All right, fellas. I love you.
I love you.
I love you guys.
We figured out what this podcast is. Thanks for joining us on Comedy Corner.
All right, bye.
Catone's Comedy Corner. Bye.
YUNKJunk.